Hey guys, and welcome to the battle phase. So today we're taking a look at another plant combo deck. This one I've been working on for quite a long time, but with the release of the new Rikka things in the Power of the Elements, it really got the boost it needed. It is a plant combo deck that ends on a strong finishing board like any other deck, but the gimmick here, or the specialty that focuses on, is playing around board breakers, which are very prominent in the current format. So Dark Ruler No More, Ultimate Slayer, or Forbidden Droplet. This deck is designed to make an end board that is resilient against those board breakers. The point is that we, beside our end board, so beside our multiple negates, and on a trap, Blast Winds usually, and Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss on the field. So when, for instance, Dark Ruler is activated, we can't respond to it with monster effects. However, we can respond to it with our trap card that we have on the field. So we chain the trap card to it, and then to the trap card, we can chain our Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss to negate the Dark Ruler No More. So it is a true trick we employ in this deck to play around board breakers, and with the new Rikka support, we also gotten some hand trap protection during the combo. So literally, this deck is really good because A, it dodges the board breakers, and B, it can also dodge some hand traps. So very nice. Without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. So starting off is our plant starters. As always, we have the 3 copies of Evil Thorn. It is just a plant that makes 2 copies out of itself. It is our normal summon. We're basically turboing our end board through a Rosemary Jasmine, so Evil Thorn is really strong. The other plant starter in this deck is Aromage Laurel. This is our second starter, so both of these are plants, both of these are level 1, so for that reason we do play the 1 copy of 1 for 1 as well to search or special summon these. These are our plant starters. Basically they get us to our Rosemary Jasmine. Laurel has to also go through the Link 1, but it is also really good. So we want to open one of these with, one of the plant starters with also the one of the Cyberse portion of the deck, but we will get to the Cyberse portion of the deck soon. But these are our plant starters. You really want to see only one of these in your opening hand, and you are ready to go. So without further ado, let's go into the Cyberse portion of the deck. For the Cyberse portion of the deck, we do play the really strong format skipper. We play the 3 format skipper because we really want this to be our normal summon, and then we also play the 3 copies of Parallax Seed. So this is the Cyberse portion of the deck. We really want to see just one of these 6. Either the Parallax Seed or the format skipper, because the format skipper is obviously going to search as the Parallax Seed here. So we want one of the Cyberse monsters and one of the plant starters that gets us into our combos. Obviously, Parallax Seed is just so strong. Format Skipper is the way to Parallax Seed. All the combos are going to go through Parallax Seed because summoning the Rikka Queen Strana and then tributing off of Jasmine's effect is just incredibly strong, and it just turbos out so many options. So yes, this is the Cyberse portion of the deck. We really want to see one of these cards. 1 for 1 can also search the Format Skipper. So, like 1 for 1 can be another copy of Foreman Skipper, and basically this is the Cyber portion. You also want to see one of these cards in your opening hand. Let's not forget about Lone Fire Blossom. We do only play the 2 Lone Fire Blossoms here. Again, Format Skipper, Evil Thorn are all normal summons, so getting Lone Fire Blossom in that opening hand is another normal summon and can sometimes clog up your hands. It is also very awkward when hand trapped, because for cost, Lone Fire Blossom is going to tribute itself, and then your opponent's hand trapped, and you're left with anything on the with nothing on the board. It is good because we need it through the combo. We tutored it out to the field through Jasmine, and we also run the White Rose Cloister, so the field spell that specials plant from the deck. So opening Lone Fire Blossom is not that good, but it is not one of our primary starters. However, it can still open, kickstart our combo, so it's also a starter. And that's just the reasoning why we play the 2. Now onto the Rikka engine. Rikka engine is just so strong. So we're playing the 3 copies of the brand new Rikka Princess. This card is just phenomenal. And it's so good that we also play the 3 Rikka Glamours just to search the princess, right? So we ultimately run 6 copies of the princess. In case we open the Rikka Princess and the Rikka Glamour, or the Glamour Rikka, we also play the 1 copy of Mudan the Rikka Fairy and the 1 copy of Rikka Sheet for the search. So this is an amazing engine, really. Rikka engine for this deck is just like an adventure engine is for other decks. It is gonna provide a negate with the Rikka Princess, because when Rikka Princess is in the graveyard and you control a Rikka, your opponent activates a monster effect, you can quick effect, tribute a plant on the field, and negate that effect. So it is a negate from the graveyard. But not only that, it is also extension, right? You can just summon Rikka Princess from the hand as an extender. And because it has the negate effect on the grave, you can use it for link fodder and then have it serve as a negate from the grave as well. So Rikka Princess is just so strong. Opening this protects you from hand traps, so it's just so well. It's so good. We played with the 3 Rikka Glamours. And then obviously Mudan, you can search and just upgrades your board if you can get it with the Sheet. Sheet can act as a trap card you chain to Dark Lure if you don't have Blast Winds, right? So this is the Rikka engine. It is just so strong, and you really want to open it every time. Another card, the last card from the Rikka engine, though, is also one field spell, the Rikka Con. Beside being extension and hand trap protection, with the Rikka Con and with the combination of Mudan, this also helps breaking boards going second, because you can tribute your opponent's monsters. So it's just another utility. And Con, together with any other Rikka, can then also be used to search you the Glamour, and then the Glamour can search you another Rikka. So it just works so well. The Rikka engine is just, God, I love the Rikka engine, right? It is so good. Because we do run the 1 copy of the Rikka Con, here it is. Because we do run the 1 copy of Rikka Con, we want to sometimes get Rikka Con, but only if we need it, right? So that's why we do play the Terraforming and the Set Rotation. These two can be basically one of 2 field spells, right? Either Con if we need it going second, or if we need to search the Glamour, or our second field spell we run, and that is White Rose Cloister. White Rose Cloister, basically you can just special a plant from your hand if you control no cards. So it is really good as an extender. So we don't only play 3 copies of it alongside with Set Rotation, we also play the 2 copies of Rose Princess, so that you can discard to add the White Rose Cloister to your hand. So ultimately we run 5 copies of Cloister, so 3 of these and 2 of these. So 5 copies of White Rose Cloister. It is an extender. Extenders are really important because if we can't protect against hand traps, not every hand can, you can extend past them. So you just put other starters on the field, other normal summons, and you basically just force yourself through some hand traps. That's why we also played the new Sylvan Link. It is really good at continuing your plays if you get hand trapped, and if you didn't open the Rikka Princess to negate that hand trap. The reason why we also played the 2 princesses here instead of just 3 copies of Cloister, if you already open Cloister, the princess is not dead, because if you open 2 Cloisters, you bricked. But if you open the Cloister and the princess, you can use the Cloister to special summon the princess as an extender, and it is less bricky. But this is the field spell package. To remember, Terraforming Set Rotation can be both, either White Rose Cloister or the Rikka field spell, whichever you need, either going first or second, that's your decision. I would stop here for a little bit of statistics on the deck. This deck is also extremely consistent, right? To open the full combo, you are going to need either Parallax Seed and Aromage Laurel and a discard, but discard you always have, Parallax Seed and Evil Thorn, Parallax Seed and Lone Fire Blossom. All of these also need discards, but that's not that relevant. You can also do Format Skipper and any plant extender, but then you also need a plant in hand, or any 2 plant extenders and Parallax Seed. So basically, you get 2 full combo 93% of the time. So it is hella consistent, right? If you want to also be protected against hand traps, you have to open Rikka Princess alongside all of these card combinations. So the chance to open the full combo with the Rikka protection is 54%. So every second game you will be protected from hand traps. And another interesting thing, in the Format Skipper line, you can replace the plant extender for Rikka Princess, and it still works well. So that is also the combo you're looking forward to do. So hella consistent deck, 93 for full combo, 54 for protection against hand traps. For the format skipper combo, you do need a plant in hand, but we run enough, so that is 99% of the time, so I will ignore that. So it is hella consistent. Now let's continue on to the engine requirements. For the combo to work, we do need the 1 copy of Predator Plant Orpheus Scorpio and the 1 copy of Predator Plant Darling Cobra. Usually, you play 3 of these in any plant combo decks, because it is also a starter. In this deck, it is not an optimal starter, so we just use it as an engine requirement. It is good opening, but it just isn't a perfect starter, so that's why we only play 1. And then we also play the 1 copy of Instant Fusion to get to search off of Darling Cobra. So these 3. Continuing on, we have then 1 Rose Girl. This, you tutor this out of the deck, but it is also a plant extender, so opening this is not a problem at all. The same goes for a Rosemary Angelica. This can be your extender, but this is how you go into Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, this and Chaos Ruler, because it's level 1 tutor. And then you play your typical lineup, so 1 copy of Spore, really strong. This deck also plays 1 copy of the Carried Away Champion. It is needed for the combo. And then we also play the 1 copy of Vylon Cube. Vylon Cube comes off the Hockey Fibrex, so it is strong. And then for the Vylon Cube, we play the Living Fossil. Living Fossil negates the effect of the monster it brings back, but it brings back Lone Fire Blossom, and Lone Fire Blossom tributes itself for cost, and then it doesn't have its effect negated anymore because it's not on the field anymore. So that's how we get around that as well. So these are the engine requirements. Obviously, we do also play the Called by the Grave. Called by the Grave just dodges hand traps, period, so just why not? And then the last card is 1 copy of Blast Winds. This is the card you always end on during the combo, and this is the card you chain to Board Breakers. That is not a monster effect, it is a trap, and then you can chain to that all your other effects. So it is an important part of the end board, and it is searched by the Rosemary Synchro. So that is it for the main deck, 40 cards, obviously, so it is as consistent as possible. Now we go to the extra deck. So for the links, we run the Sun Avalon link 1, so Sun Avalon Dryas. This is important if you're doing the combos with Laurel, and really important for Format Skipper, because you're going to normal summon the Format Skipper, reveal the Dryas, and then link the Format Skipper into the Dryas and search Parallel Exceed. And then you only need 1 more plant extender to go into your very important Rosemary Jasmine, and you have Parallel Exceed in your hand, trigger it off Jasmine, and you are playing. So these 2 really important. The other link 2s are obviously the Crystron Hockey Fibrex, really strong, gets you Vylon Cube in this deck. And then Cross Sheep, because you are playing Instant Fusion. Cross Sheep is just a free reborn of a Lone Fire Blossom. That's basically a free special summon a plant from your deck. The last link 2 we play is the brand new Sylvan link 2, so Sylvan Dancipone. This is really strong. Anytime you get interrupted, you just make the Dancipone with your spare extenders, and you extend with so many plans that you can then go into your other links, and you can just basically push through hand traps with a Dancipone. It is really strong. The last link is the link 4. It is the Appaloosa. We do end on the Appaloosa. It is a piece of the end board. So that's it for the links. For the synchros, we play the Rosemary Swift Mage Ram. This will surge the trap, so we will use the cube to go into this. It will surge the trap, so that will be the part of our end board. It is also a pop during our opponent's turn, by the way. So it is also an interruption. Then obviously Borreload Savage Dragon, another piece of the end board, and multi-nagate. And then we play the Chaos Ruler. The mill effect is not that relevant in this deck. We only use it as a level 8 that comes back. So it's a recurring resource to make the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. So Chaos Ruler is going to go into Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. And this will be another part of your end board to negate the board breakers, right? So these are our synchros. Now to the exceeds. Honorable mention, we do play 1 Levianeer. Because Living Fossil banishes its equipped card, Lavinia can then bring back a Lone Fire Blossom, and it is just a crazy good extender. And then for the Rikka stuff, one Rikka Queen Strenna. Making this with Parallel Exceed while you have Jasmine on the field is just so strong. And then you have two options. So I do play the other Rikka Queen, so the rank 6 Rikka Queen, and I summon it off Rikka Queen Strenna. When a card on the field is distributed, you can detach one and summon a plant from the grave but negate its effect. This is just so good because it extends, and it is a Rikka that you keep on the field, so the Rikka Princess in the grave is life. So that's important. But I also play the Sacred Tree beside Periton. I play this because if you get nibbed while you have Strenna on the field and you didn't yet go into the other queen, Nibiru tributes your monsters, so you can then summon the Sacred Tree Beast as a negate on the field. So this is the Rikka Exceed package. And the last card in the deck is going to be the one copy of Sea Monster of Theseus. This is the card we summon off of the Instant Fusion. It is a level 5 tuner. It's going to trigger Cross Sheep, and it is going to get you with a Lone Fire Blossom into the Boros Savage Dragon to add another negate. So pretty important. This is the full deck. Obviously, the combo tutorial will be available in the link below because the combo is important here. You have to set up the correct way to dodge the board breakers. You have to also set up the Rikkas the correct way so you can dodge hand traps on the way. But yeah, very interesting deck, very fun. I worked on it for a long time with the brand new Rikka things. It is really strong, and it is good in today's meta because board breakers are prevalent. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check the combo tutorial video, and I'll see you guys next time.